Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Runyon, and today I'm going to talk to you about what they call in the networking world DDoS, or Distributed Denial of Service. Now, according to Wikipedia, a distributed denial of service attack is a cyber attack where the perpetrator seeks to make a machine or network resource unavailable to its intended users, such as to temporarily or indefinitely interrupt or suspend services of a host connected to the internet. Denial of service is typically accomplished by flooding the targeted machine or resource with multiple requests in an attempt to overload systems and prevent some or all legitimate requests from being fulfilled. To put it in easier terms, it's basically like a group of people crowding the entry door to a shop or business, not letting people who actually want to get into the shop or business shop, therefore disrupting any normal operations. Now, before we get into the DDoS attacks happening today, let's talk about the history of distributed denial of service attacks. An early example would be in 1995 at the University of Minnesota. There were 227 systems affected, leaving their server down for several days. This is the first documented case of a distributed denial of service attack on a college campus, and to this day, no one knows who did it. Now, in the year 2000, there was a Canadian hacker who had the handle Mafia Boy, who basically turned host computers into zombie computers, using them to control attacks on certain websites such as CNN, eBay, and Amazon. Also in the year 2000, people discovered a self-propagating worm that infected computers on different networks and spread rapidly. This worm was later called MyTop worm. Now, MyTop worm eventually led to the term hacktivism. Hackers in the year 2000 were now able to threaten sites and actually push a political agenda. Now, there are many different forms that DDoS attacks can come in. Next, we will talk about the types of attacks and methods that are used today. One of the most common methods is the TCP connection attack. Now, this method attempts to use all of the available connections to infrastructure devices such as load balancers or firewalls and even application servers. Even devices capable of maintaining state on millions of connections can be taken down by these attacks. Now, another method is the volumetric attack. Now, this method is an attempt to consume the bandwidth either within the target network service or between the target network service and the rest of the internet. This attack is simply about just causing as much congestion as possible. Another method is the fragmentation attack. Now, this method sends a flood of TCP or UDP fragments to the victim, overwhelming the victim's ability to reassemble the streams and severely reducing performance, making it unusable. Now, the last method is the application attack. Now, this method attempts to overwhelm a specific aspect of an application or service and can be effective even with very few attacking machines, generating a low traffic rate, making them very difficult to detect and mitigate. Now, this video was only an introduction video. In the next video, I'll be discussing more in detail about the specific methods used for DDoS attacks. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great day.